Mortal Kombat 11 the reveal happened today, and with it was the announcement of many classic Mortal Kombat characters, as well as new faces. From background characters to celebrity cameos, this game will be loaded with characters. So in this video, I will go over every character that made an appearance and whether they will be playable or not in Mortal Kombat 11. Skarlet was the first introduced in Mortal Kombat 9 as the first DLC character announced before the game even came out. She was one of the only original characters in Mortal Kombat 9 and never really reached her full potential. However, in Mortal Kombat 11, she has been completely revamped and is a total badass. Using her blood abilities, she can throw her opponent around and do some truly horrific fatalities as well. This character was a standout in the gameplay demos, and I can't wait to see how she is used in the story mode for MK11. Fan favorite Baraka was also included in the trailer. It made me incredibly happy to see Baraka, seeing how he was killed in the story mode for MKX. Many people didn't think he would return, however, just like many of Mortal Kombat's fallen heroes, he is back in the game. It's yet to be seen how he will play a role in the story mode, but seeing how time travel is involved, it makes sense that he would be able to return. Out of all the fatalities that were shown, this was one of the first ones, and it is by far the grossest in the showcase. Fatalities in Mortal Kombat 11 have been amplified to a disgusting level, and I can't wait to see how they can top Baraka's. Sub-Zero is one of the few characters that has been in every single Mortal Kombat game. From Mortal Kombat 1 all the way to Mortal Kombat 11, he is just as badass as he has always been. Even showcasing one of the first brutalities for the game, completely spiking his enemy to the roof with his ice freeze. I'm glad to see brutalities return. They are one of my favorite new features from Mortal Kombat X. Sub-Zero's fatalities are also really cool as well. I honestly believe this game may end up having the best fatalities in the entire series, but we will have to wait until the game is released this April. Liu Kang and Kung Lao are briefly shown during the story mode trailer looking way younger than they did in MKX. Also, this was normal Liu Kang before he would inevitably be turned into the Emperor of the Netherrealm. You will probably be able to switch between both Revenant Liu Kang and Revenant Kung Lao, just like Mortal Kombat X. We possibly may even get to see a Revenant Dragon in the game, but who knows. New character Garrus was shown as well and was really cool. He seems to use sand as one of his powers and can even turn back time or even slow down time to get a few extra hits. Garrus is probably the least liked character by the community already, but he is very creative, and I think people will mostly change their minds when the game comes out. He's certainly a way more interesting character than someone like Kung Jin or Takeda. He also seems to show parallels to Tremor, but maybe that's just me. Kronika was briefly shown in the story trailer, basically vowing war on Raiden for, quote, upsetting the balance of history, unquote. Surely the story mode will be very interesting, taking place exactly after Mortal Kombat X. If we don't know much about Kronika, at least we finally know that her name is actually Kronika. There was also a trailer for Sonya Blade, and yes, the rumors are true, Ronda Rousey is playing Sonya Blade. This isn't a big deal though, and you can barely tell that Ronda is voicing Sonya. The thing I was worried about was Sonya having Ronda Rousey's likeness, and that doesn't appear to have happened. This is still the Sonya Blade we all know from every Mortal Kombat game. Scorpion was also confirmed recently with screenshots. In one of his variations, he just holds the spear in his hand so he can whip it around and use it as a weapon. He also has one variation where he can breathe fire. He was obviously the most used character during all the one-on-one matches and most likely will be when the game is released in April. Raiden was shown in gameplay and in the trailer for the story mode. He can be seen torturing Shinnok and severing his head before the ending of Mortal Kombat X. He will play a big part of the story and may even be the reason that Kronika is turning back time. Whether this makes Kronika the antagonist of the game remains to be seen. She seems to emphasize with Shinnok in the trailer though and vows to stop Raiden. Speaking of which, Shinnok being in the story mode, does this mean that he will be a playable character in the game? Most likely not, but honestly who knows. Anything is possible with Shinnok, but he definitely appears to have been sacrificed in the game just to tell the story. That also brings me to one very interesting background character in Kano. Kano can be seen in the background of one of the stagers drinking a beer watching the fight. Does this mean that he will not be a playable character in the game? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. There was also a tease for Kombat Cast in 2 weeks on Twitch. A character ran across the screen during transitions that appeared to be Kabal. So Kabal may be making a return to Mortal Kombat 11 and will be revealed during Kombat Cast in 2 weeks on NetherRealm's Twitch channel. There is also one more interesting thing that many people noticed during Sonic Fox's Mortal Kombat 11 match. On the screen where it says main, being which character they use more than anyone, it says Rain for Mortal Kombat 11. This definitely appears to be some kind of mistake, seeing how Rain wasn't announced for the game. Definitely a very interesting mistake nonetheless, but hopefully one that comes to fruition, whether it's Rain being DLC or on the main roster. Who's your favorite character in Mortal Kombat 11? Who would you like to see in Mortal Kombat 11? Leave a comment and subscribe for more Mortal Kombat news.